Infinite Coder 01, are you speaking? Do you have mic on?
Don't get old, man. Oh, I tell you, when you get old, things just go to, I don't know where they go, but they're not here anymore. Yeah, I was speaking and not having my mic on, so there we go. Okay, so what I want is. Thank you, by the way. First, is this in cleanup? Okay, cleanup PT2B. It's okay, I wasn't really saying anything important. Was not saying anything important, as usual.
Infinite Coder 01, oh, this backup system.
Oh, is it just this circle? Oh, is this what I did?
Infinite Coder 01, looking at Git.
Looking at Git. Oh. All right. We don't need my thing anymore. Okay, go here. So where's the radians the time. So where's the I may have to just run this to see what it does first because it doesn't look like. Or yeah, it does. It does. Okay. Da, 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 da. Rotation, radians. Okay. Let's just load it up first. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing.
Infinite Coder 01, update on my streaming to YouTube New Year event project. I made the fastest renderer possible, but now acquiring buffers takes up to 1 second. Maybe I need to sleep between frames for buffers to recover.
Well, that sounds like you're getting there. I think. I don't know. How come you are trying to programmatically recreate a streaming when there are already streaming software out there? Why four? Why four, my dude? Okay, and these are in cleanup now, so I think I have to go like that. Pretty sure. Clean up. There. And then save it. And then run it. Computer, don't have any errors, just run it. There we go. Oh yeah, and it's all okay. And then there's the rotation. Oh yeah, okay, I was all okay, so this is what I want to do. I want to grab the shader from there. So first, okay. So let's see if I can load the. Do I need to load the vertex shader? First, pt2b.vs. So fascinating color, FRRT. Okay, so we can actually just, let's go like this. Remove. Floopity floop. And let's reload this way. I love that what I'm...
Encoder 01. I need to stream a video generated by my program. I don't want to install graphical interface on my server just to stream it. I decided to stream it immediately via libraries like Fpeg, JStreamer, LibLoad. The furthest I got is JStreamer.
So if you're doing this on a desktop, does it work? Versus if you're doing it on a Raspberry Pi and it's got all kind of issues. In other words, is hardware the only thing stopping you, or is there actually something that you still need to figure out programmatically?
Infinite Coder 01. On desktop it's just a little faster.
Just a little? Oh, because I'm just thinking like...
Infinite Coder 01. Well, not a little.
Huh. Well, anyways, that would be my test. I would say if you can get it to work on a desktop, and then there's something, just like a little thing, a little adjustment.
01. But desktop is running Hyperlint, which is graphical environment.
Interesting. Interesting. Okay, let it begin. Where is this E is an unreferenced local variable? Oh. Excuse me. So I took out the font.
01. I need to figure out how to generate video faster. On desktop I have Sleep, but with Raspberry Pi it's too slow.
Total total points. Oh, point size is 10 again. That's good. I set it to 10. That's good. So you have to get it pretty close in order to move it around. Okay, that's good. So all of these will be, excuse me, little crystal things. Little crystal things. But what was that? Unreferenced local variables, shader ultimate 4, 123.35. Shader ultimate 4, 123.35. Oh, that's because it's a thing. Okay, whatever. Okay, so do we need this hash function? Do we have a hash function? I don't think I have a hash function. So there's the geometry shader. There's the, okay, we got the vertex ID and time coming through. That's good. So as far as the vertex shader, we have the vertex ID coming through. We send in some information from the initialization. We send in the color and the position. So I don't think we really need the vertex shader. I mean, we don't need to add anything from the vertex shader to do anything there. That's good. And so it's all about this fragment shader here, which is we've got the F color, border color, F miscellaneous. And I added the load, save, and update functions so you can load shaders and save the shaders. And then all you do is you hit the update and it will update what's happening on the screen here. Okay, and this other stuff from the miscellaneous thing we don't need, but it's kind of cool. Okay, box, in window, user function, okay. So let's see here. So if we want to do the circle, so really we just have hash 21 and circle, and then, so let's do, see, in float fascinating, and in here fascinating is just, it's a float equal to vertex ID. So let's do that. Let's go back to the
Infinite Coder 01, and at the same time I'm waiting for my game to be added to speedrun.com.
speedrun. Oh, cool, dude. Speedrun.com. About the leading platform for game communities to organize around the activity of speedrunning. We host communities for thousands of games, each with their own leaderboard, rules, moderators, and participants. Speedrunning is the act of completing a video game as fast as possible. Here's a Super Mario 64 speedrun where the goal is to collect 120 stars. Oh, okay. Bum 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 bum. That's a little bit out of my league. I'm 50 years old, so I don't speedrun anything, bro. Sounds fun though, I'm sure it'd be fun to watch. Bum bum ba bum 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 boom 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 boom. So I'm sending it in as an integer. If I need it as a float, I'll just cast it. I'm pretty sure I can just cast it to a float. And I use it right here as a float, so. Alright, let's do it then. So let's go out. Out float VID, and then vertex ID equals, and I think that's all I have to do is just change it. And then in here, in vertex ID, do I actually use it in here? Boom, 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 boom. I think I do. Yeah, but if it's a float, that's going to be fine. It's just using a multiplier or whatever. So let's try it. So let's just change it to a float. In float. Let the vid float in. And then I also want to add in the geometry shader out float. FID. We'll just call it FID, I guess, is what we're gonna do. Okay. So F. Oh. Bum ba bum bum ba bum 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 ba bum bum. And then down here in the fragment shader, when we're getting our ins, we just do in, float, and it's finally FID. Okay. Okay, hold on. So if I update now, it still works. Okay. Bum 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 bum. So that's good. What else? So now we can include our hash21 function in the fragment shader. We can just steal it from here. Let's go like that. So fragment shader code, user function. Let's put this at the top, I guess, because other functions might need it. And instead of fascinating, we're going to use this FID. Okay, go back, up, boop, boop, there. Whoops, oh, we went way too far. What's the end? Okay, we're going to go back here. This is a really clunky interface, but It's I am GUI, so it's I am GUI. That's all I can say. We can add features like taking out the end white space in a line. Like, look at that. All this white space at the end of that line. We can take that out. Like that would be something that would programmatically, I could do that. We could do that. Never having done that before, I would use my experience with IMGUI so far to say that that would be something that I could do. I could do that with ChatGPT. Bum 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 dun 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 dun. Did we get any errors there? Uh-oh, we're getting an error. Geometry, assignment of incompatible types. Line 30. Uh-oh. We're screwed. This isn't gonna work. So outfloat VID, right? VID equals that. Infloat VID. FID, which is an outfloat FID, equals VID. VID 0. Oh, because, okay, hold on. Because this needs to be 0. Pardon me. I forgot. Does that fix it if we just update? Okay, yeah. Let's make sure. Update. Okay, no errors, that's good. Our first milestone, or hurdle, overcome. Okay, so the next one we want to do down here is look, okay, grid. For each pixel, find the radius and angle, then calculate color based on the polar grid. Rotation, okay, then we do the rotation. The length equals that. L equals the length of UV divided by 0.5 plus the time. See this? All this stuff, I kind of iterate all this stuff to get it. So I start at the core and I work my way out. Excuse me. A multiply times 3.4 times the A10 of that, yeah. Okay, I need to break and I need to have some kind of beginning to my day here. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Is the music still going? I don't hear the music. What's going on? Okay, good. We're just transitioning between. All right, let's see. So there is no crystal in this particular shader. It's just this. Does it call the circle? Why do we have the circle here? It doesn't even call the circle. So float, GL point, radians, matrix 2, that's even hard-coded in here. Okay, A multiplier to A tan, ID, GB2, and hash 21. That's it. So let's make this a function. I mean, so the things we need to change a few things, but that's okay. And it just returns a vector 4. Okay, that's even perfect. So ba -ba So let's go like this. For each pixel, find the radius and angle. Alright. I can do this. Vector 2 UB equals GL point chord minus the vec 2 0.5. Okay. Let's just do this then. Rotations equals radians the time. Fascinating. Okay, so that is FID. Of course, when we did this, we're drawing more points. So FID, that's just the rotate. That's just the rotation, though, so it doesn't matter. So it's taking the coordinate system and it's rotating it with this matrix 2. Float L. Oh, that's a wonderful variable name, Jeff. Alright, well, fascinating needs to be ID, FID. Which is shorter anyways. And I can't even see this entire line, so I'm going to look. Alright, we're good. Okay, there we go. Float R equals floor GB times L. Okay. What the L? 8 sections across 2 pi. GB divided by... I think there are 13 sections, Jeff, but yeah, go ahead. Sorry, I'm also thinking about fixing dinner, or breakfast, so... My mind is not entirely on the task, so I'm just gonna do this. Okay, so there's the hash 21, GB2, hold on. Oh, that's a commented outline, we don't need that then. F color, hold on. Hold a phone. It's this F with a capital C. Bam bam bam. Okay. Color equals that, discard, color equals that, else discard. Okay. I think that's pretty much it. That's part of the if, and then crystal. So the name of this function is crystal, and it returns a vector 4. Excuse me. So let's just try that. Crystal. And it returns the vector 4. Update. Uh-oh. Errors? Okay, yeah. So fragment, implicit cast from vector 4 to vector 3 on line 76. Function crystal has no return statement. Okay, hold on. Line 76. I'm afraid I don't know line numbers here. So what was the error? Cast from vector 4 to vector 3. Somewhere in here. That's got to be something. Where are we even doing it? Okay, here's a vector 3. Since it does discard or select the color, we're not going to return. Let's just do that. Implicit implicit cast from vector 4 to vector 3. Assignment of incompatible types, 88. Alright. I'm just going to go look at this real quick and see if I can find the line number. That would help. So line numbers would be a thing, Jeff. Color equals crystal. Oh, duh. It's because I don't want to do that. I just want to call that function. I don't even care about setting color equal to that. So, update? Okay. Now it's just 76. Okay. Show me line 76. Color equals... Ah. Oh, is that because F color is a vec4? Sorry, music just got really loud. Music just got really loud. We got all kind of music really loud. So F color... G color is vector 4. F color is vector... Okay, so F color is a vector 4. Let's just... use the RGB. Okay. There we go. And so that we can see this a little better, let's go up here. I mean, you can't really see it, so let's multiply by 6 and by 8. Still can't see it that well. But yeah, those are the crystals. It's just that there's no pieces missing like I do in my game. So, cool. So see, this is where, okay, this is where saving space station. Let's go like this. Let's call it crystal demo 01 and save that. Okay. So we'll come down here. Save the geometry shader. And then come down here. Crystal demo 01 and save that. Okay, let's make sure that's saved. So if we go into OpenGL, it saved all of them right there. So let's exit the program. And then we'll go back into it and load those files. Okay, so the vertex shader. So just so I don't have to keep typing that again. So now if I load that, okay. And this one. load that. So far, so good. Okay, so I've loaded all the files, and then I just hit update, and it works. Okay, that's cool. So that's a demonstration of it. That's pretty much it. I'm going to add more functionality. We're going to have the next would be the tessellation mode. So when you run the tessellation shaders, the tessellation control shader, the tessellation evaluation shader, you cannot call, you cannot, like when I'm inside here, let's go, we don't need that anymore. That's very good. We don't need those anymore. Very good. We don't need that. So for example, when I'm inside here in my actual OpenGL, where is main? Right here. So when I call this is pretty much 10 points I think I use, 1 point to begin with. You need to call GL batches or whatever with the, to get the tessellation shader to work. Did we reach the end of the music here? Okay. And so we're just gonna have to switch some functionality in OpenGL, so that you toggle between tessellation and non-tessellation mode. Make sure that tessellation mode is working, so I'll do that. Frames per second counter, eh. I'm nixing that idea. I tried it last night, didn't work very well. Some of you may have seen the stream. I don't think I published it afterwards, but. So an OpenGL playground with all the settings, data, and shaders. So even the OpenGL data that goes in, I want to do that and put that in there. Groups of shaders like I was just dealing with here, because now I wanted to change the name of every single shader, right? It would be nice to have a box to be able to put the names of these shaders into the box, and then all I have to do is click populate, and it will populate that group of shaders in the vertex shader, the geometry shader, and the fragment shader, and then I can load and then I can manipulate them from there, and then I can create entire groups, because usually when you're working with an application you have groups of shaders like that are associated together. And so anyways, I think this will be really cool. I listed it up on itch. It's over here. I will show you. I put it for $5. What's this one? One notification. You got followed by Infinite Coder. Oh, okay, cool, dude. Yeah, see, I put it up here, the shader playground. Here's the screenshot, which was just another iteration of working with it. There's my YouTube there. Feedback is welcome. Let's see, I think $5 is fair. I'm trying to make some money and not have to go to work for someone else. So if you want to support me at all and you want to play around with this, there's 2 in 1 right there. Just go ahead and buy it. And there's going to be updates. This is version 0.1, similar to my other program here, which is now up to version 0.4. And you'll notice what I added was the shader editor in this one. So what prompted me to do this shader playground, ta-da! This is an outgrowth of the pixel art generator. So obviously with functionality like this, eventually I guess I could put the shader playground and the pixel art generator in one program. I don't know. I don't have plans to do that. I have plans now to separately work on both of them. But yeah, this is going to have a lot more shader functionality. The other one's going to have a lot more like painting functionality, like you'll be able to put points on the screen and manipulate them, move them around and stuff. So, well, hey, Infinite, thanks for the follow on itch. That's cool. And then what was the other? Oh yeah, my Space Trader is still free. It's a free demo. So the Space Trader demo, that's still free. Still free.
Coder 01. Infinite Coder 01, asterisk.
Yeah, so this is still free, and I'm still working on this as well. Believe it or not, the shader editor, a version of that, my ultimate plan was to put it in here, in the game. So stay tuned for that. It's a little sneak peek for people who are watching the video or watching the stream. So, okay, well this is really cool. It's kind of crazy. And if you click on it, you can move it around and stuff. La da dee da da. So, and what's really neat too is you can change the inputs down here. So I can change this to whatever colors I want. Oh, maybe that makes it a little bit more, I don't know, visible. Should have thought of that sooner. Okay. What I like about this too is the geometry shader is in real time, which is so cool because here's this here. Bum, bum, bum. So the position here. See, I made it bigger. I made it bigger, bigger. Where did we go? Where did it go? Show me that. Let's go up to twice the size there. Let's go 16 here. Bam. Crystals. And now I'm getting dizzy. I'm getting dizzy. I'm getting dizzy. Dizzy, dizzy dinosaurs. The time times this times 0.3. Then we'll come back down here to this one, the time times 0.3. Update. Slowed it down. There we go. Then you can see a little bit more detail about what I'm actually drawing here. You know, one thing I could do, hold on, let's go into, I did have it loaded up here, but let's go, space, planets. Oh, let's just load up, I don't even know. Actually, what one did I have loaded? It was cleanup, yeah. And it was first, PT, I do remember things. I remember things. Okay, color, random gems. Here we go. So this is the random color right here. We can do this. Hash 21. ID equals that. We have an ID. We have a GB. GB2. Okay, so let's see what we can do here with color. Because wouldn't it be nice if we could modify it as we're sending this F color through and just change the color, because right in here we do have access to an I and a J. The J and the I will give us a unique ID for each dot that's being drawn. So hold on. Hold the phone. So ID there, GB2 and GB. That's pretty easy. So we can make a GB2. So GB is a thing, but we can do what we have is 100 random gems. I don't think we actually use random gems, so I have okay. Oh, excuse me. Oh, I see. I just wanted different numbers and stuff in there, so. We can go hash ID. Vector 3 hash 21 ID. Okay, because I already have the hash function, but I have it down here. You can have functions in here. What just happened? Computer. Why did that just happen? Okay. I don't know. So let's put a hash function in here for the hash 21 vector 2 p. Takes a vector 2. Actually, let's just have it take, well, let's see. What is it doing with the vector 2p? P equals fraction. Return the fractional part, so it returns a float. Anyways, that's all we want. Let's do it like this. Dizzy, dizzy dinosaur. I swear to God, for somebody, I don't have any neighbors, but they're noisier than... I'm serious. I know. I'm crazy. I think the manager is using his key privilege for entering my neighbor's condo, and I don't know. Let's just say he's weird. It's very weird. Dizzy, dizzy dinosaur. Do we not have music? What happened to music? Because I feel sorry for the folks listening to me sing. Very sorry. Very sorry. Okay. This is my alternate YouTube, by the way. There we go. So cool to actually be working in something that I've created here. I'm not actually working in Visual Studio. I'm working in a program that I created. Hello. How cool is that? Okay, Ina. It sounded like Ina. P plus equals the dot of the DOS, huh? P comma P plus 61.9. Return the fractional part of P dot X times P dot Y. There we go. So now we have a hash function there that doesn't break anything. Bum bum bum. That's good. When we go to save it, we'll save it as 2. Okay, so hash 21 there. So it takes a vector 2, and so the whole point of that was to put it in here. Oh, because ID is calculated as the floor of the UV coordinates. Oh, I see, because we're in the fragment shader, of course, but we're not in the fragment shader. We're just in the thing. So that's fine. Hold on, we can actually change this. We don't need a vec2. Fractional part of P times vec2. Let's just change this to a float. Because we're really we're going to get an integer. So float P. And the fractional part of P times, let's just use one of these, plus FID times 2, comma. I mean, we can just add that in, but we've already got. Now, does that make sense? Parentheses, parentheses. Okay. So there's a large number, and then FID times 2. That's fine. And then P equals the dot. I think you need, let's just take that out, and then return the fractional part of P. Let's just return P at this point. So that's a different hash function. I'm just going to call it hash 11. Takes a float, returns a float. Now, does that crash it? Is there any errors? No. Okay, good. So when I'm making this color here, we just want a vector 3. Or vector 4, excuse me. But the last one is 1.0. That's fine. So the first 3, we're just going to go hash 11 I plus j. Okay. And we want those to be floats. Can we cast? I forget how you do that. I think it's just... Let's ask ChatGPT. Okay, in GLSL, I'm in a geometry shader, and I'm passing an int to a function that receives a float as a parameter. How do I do this exactly, please? Help with code. You love my prompts? Do you love these prompts that I give ChatGPT? Believe it or not, it spits out helpful stuff. Okay, converted to float. Okay, just give me the code, bruh. Write your essay later. Give me the code. Code. Oh my god, example integer. Really? Convert the int to a float. You can do this conversion using a typecast. I thought you couldn't. I thought you explicitly couldn't do that. That's why I'm asking you. Wow. So we're fine. We're fine. We're going to float it. We're floating it. There, float I plus j. Alright, Jeff, leave me alone. So that'll give us one coordinate, or one, that'll give us like the red color, okay? So let's do another for red, green. This is going to be the green color, okay? And let's do float. And what we want is this I plus j, okay? That's going to be between, and what do we need, 2 parentheses? Okay, so that's going to be between, like, 1 and 100, and then hash is going to give us an... So let's just take it outside of the scope of 100, and let's add a large number. Let's add, like, 372. Okay? That'll take it outside of the scope of 100. So now it's going to vary from 372 to 472. And then the last one, we're going to do the same thing. I guess that's our little... That's all we're going to do here. I plus j... parentheses, parentheses. And then we'll just add, or we can even subtract and go the other way. Subtract 705. 4. I typed 4 instead. Okay. So float I plus j. Okay, this one needs another parentheses. I can see that now. This one, okay, so here's the first one, parentheses complete. Okay, here's the second one, parentheses complete. Here's the third one, parentheses complete. And then we get to the fourth one, and we're right there. Don't forget the semicolon. Okay, F color equals that. See if we... Oh, it works, cool. It's a little bit not as random as I was thinking, but that's cool. Nice. Okay, so can I save that now? Crystal Demo 02? Yes, and it goes right there. So that allows me to work on these things in real time, you see, and then save the files. That's perfect. Bum, 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 bum. Sorry. Sorry for singing. That's why I turn off my mic. I turned on my mic for the beginning of stream, and Infinite Coder's like, "Are you there? What are you doing?" He's keeping an eye on me, keeping me honest. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 So yeah, again, with the geometry shader, this is one point that I have taken, and the geometry shader allows you to take as an input a point, a triangle, patches, which we'll see, that's another thing. And you can, your second layout here is your out. See how the first one was in? The first one is what you receive in, the second one is what you receive out. So for each vertex in the system, which in this case what I'm doing is I'm just calling in my main, I'm just drawing a point. The total number of points though when I start out, because it's got in my init data here, total number of points, I don't set it here, but there's only one point that I define. And where's the, let's go back to main. No, not key callback, Jeff. Total points. Where do I set total points? I must set it just at the top here, right? Okay, total points is 1. So I'm only drawing 1 point. But in the geometry shader, I'm taking that 1 point and I'm outing to 100 points. And what this is kind of, the geometry shader is a little bit awkward because what it does is this is just a guideline. The max, you notice how it's a max of vertices, right? So I don't have to out 100 points. I just do this loop here where the outer loop is 4 and the inner loop is 25. So it goes in here and it does this 100 times. And once it reaches this statement, everything that the vertex shader has done previously, you mirror that and you do that in the geometry shader, and then you call emit vertex, and then it's like you have that instance of the vertex shader that happens. And then that's why this is in a loop, because you go to the beginning of the loop and you do another iteration, you call emit vertex, and this is what generates another vertex. So that's why I'm generating 100 vertices, because this emit vertex is in the middle of this loop. And then once you're done generating all of your vertices, because it's OpenGL, it treats it like this is a model, and this is what No Man's Sky does when they do their modeling and stuff like that. So then you call end primitive. And given that you can do something like what you see on the screen, it's an animated particle system of 100 particles, and each one of those particles is a certain size and fragment shaded with a polar coordinate system. OpenGL is amazing. You know, the graphics cards are amazing. So that's why I'm doing this. And hello everybody in chat. Hello. Ba-da-dum, ba-da-dum. Bada 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 bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Oh wow, that's cool. I didn't know that would do that. Okay, I'm gonna go fix some food. I'll be back. Okay, excuse me. My food. My food is ready. What's up? Yeah. Okay, Infinite. You have a good day. I'm gonna get my lunch or breakfast and have some coffee. I've just made both of them. I gotta get this day started, going to work and everything. I hate to shut it down.